Like we're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It popped up that it was live streaming, so I think we're good.
Okay. We'll go ahead and resume our November 4th, 2021 formal informal session for the Board of Commissioners, and we'll continue our discussion. Ken?
Yeah, and if I could, I just wanted to take a moment just for the public that may be joining right now. We apologize for the technical issues that we were having with our live stream this morning. We think we have it resolved moving forward, and for the earlier part of the meeting, the work session that wasn't live streamed, it'll be included with our recording that we'll have posted to the website once we upload that video. So the record's there for anybody who's interested in the work session and want to go back and watch that. We'll make sure that's posted. We were able to record the meeting. We just weren't able to, the live stream was not working until right now. So again, we apologize for the technical issues, and yeah, it's a rough morning this morning.
Thank you. And thank you, Carolina, for also being at the helm here. So thank you, Ken and Carolina, for this. So, okay, so we are done with our work session and we don't have any department updates. We'll move on to item G, which is our consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Motion to approve. Further discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes. On to H, which is old business. We have none. I, we have other business. Item 1, consideration of approval to authorize 28 hours of leave without pay for employee number 4820, retroactive to October 18, 2021, with an anticipated end date of October 31, 2021, and 24 hours of leave without pay effective November 1, 2021, with an anticipated end date of November 15, 2021. And Ken, basically, this is just a procedural through HR.
That's correct, Chair. In the memo, we just have an employee who needs additional time off to return to work, and they've exhausted their protected leave, and it's beyond what the department head can approve as far as unpaid leave, so it has to come to the Board of Commissioners for approval.
So do we have a motion to approve item I1?
I move that we approve item I1, and bless you, bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Motion to approve. There's no further discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Item I2, consideration of approval to authorize Health and Human Services Director or designate on behalf of Yamhill County Health and Human Services to submit a proposal for grant funding in the amount of $160,000 to the state of Oregon, from the state of Oregon, to support the Veterans Behavioral Health Peer Support Specialist Program. You've had an opportunity to look at the specifics of that. So do we have a motion to approve?
Chair, I move that we approve item I2.
Motion to approve. Further discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item I3, consideration of approval of a personal services contract between Yamhill County and Edie Aragon for court mediation services in the amount of $85 an hour, not to exceed 5 hours per original case filing, retroactive to October 7th, 2021 through June 30, 2022. And I believe this has to do with bilingual services. So I will make a motion to approve item I3. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item I4, consideration of declaring a parcel of real property and any improvements thereon located at 282 Northeast 2nd Street in Willamina, tax lot R6701 AC 07200, the property as surplus, and authorizing the sale and closing of the property previously acquired by the county through property tax foreclosure to William Fletcher, a prior owner of the record of the property, for $19,911.81 plus administrative costs related to the seller's maintenance of the property, taxes, closing costs, and fees. Christian?
Yeah, sorry for the length of that sentence, but there was a lot of information there. We have a piece of property that the county acquired through foreclosure. The prior owner has now approached the county with an interest in repurchasing the property. We've done this on a number of occasions before. Given that it is the prior owner, we don't expect the due diligence or the closing to take very long. So that's why I'm asking the county to both declare it surplus today and authorize the closing, because we may be able to close on this transaction within the next couple of weeks. That amount, just to remind everyone, would capture all of the taxes that would have been due since the property went into foreclosure. That's been the standard approach when we're selling properties back to prior owners. So the county will essentially be made whole, and the payment will cover what we would have been expected to receive if the property had never gone into foreclosure, plus some administrative interest, costs, and fees.
Thank you for that. It's always nice when we get a chance to get a property back to the original owner. So I would move approval of item I4. Further discussion? I just want to say that these types of situations, when we look at people who are in danger of losing their property due to tax foreclosure, if we can find some way to do the redemptive process. I know our county has been really, really at the forefront of being generous with giving more and more and more time. But I know that the state law says that we can take everything, and that's what happens. And I hope at some point we can get a law passed that makes that basically you can get your property back, or you can get the equity in the property back, and you don't walk away with nothing. So in any event, we've got a motion to approve. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes. And thank you, Christian, and Noelle has been working on this too. So thank you both for working on this. We have no public hearings. Do we have any announcements, commissioners?
Chair, I just wanted to publicly thank Deborah Bridges for all of her work in the district attorney's office over the years. So many people's lives are changed and helped heal because of her work.
Yes, I have. I was surprised to see her email, and I let her know that we've appreciated what she's done in Victim Services Office. It's been, I just remember some stories about her going down when there were some pretty significant issues in the southern part of the state, and getting down there and dealing with mass shootings and different things like that. Lots of trauma for the first responders. So we thank her for that work. Anything else?
I will. Oh, yes. I will also say that. So we held our final of the 3 water system tours last week at Palmer Creek Irrigation District with the city of Carlton and then the city of Dayton. And the U.S. Senators Representatives Fritz Graham and Betsy Emery are planning to then host, and I'll be facilitating a conversation with city managers and the irrigation districts in December about how to fill out the congressionally directed spending request in a manner that that's really strong for each of their communities. Because what we discovered is that a project last year had to be on the state revolving loan fund, and people didn't know that because it was all new. So there'll be a conversation about that going forward, so everybody's ready for a request.
Okay, thank you for that. Commissioner Berschauer?
Oh, I think Ken has something real quick.
I just wanted to I thought the timing would be appropriate is just to update based on Commissioner Kula's update about the tours and the water infrastructure. I just wanted to highlight that the water and sewer infrastructure competitive grants, the funds that you identified from ARPA funds, we do have information posted on the county website, and that grant application portal is open for providers that may have projects that they want to apply. So I thought I just wanted to provide a quick update and just let you know that that is live on the county website, and we're currently open and accepting applications for that. My apologies for interrupting. I thought that it tied in well with Commissioner Kula's update.
That was a perfect segue, Ken.
Definitely.
Commissioner Berschauer.
The only announcement I have is that on November 22nd, I've invited the Yamhill Fire Department to come on and give us a brief presentation of the 2 awards that they have recently received. One of them is an International Recruit and Retention Award. And then they also won a District of the Year for the State Award. So very big honors. They operate, I believe they're up to about 40 volunteers that are regular volunteers, which is huge, just huge, considering the strains on our rural fire districts. So they're doing an excellent job, and we've invited them to come on and give us a brief update on the 22nd, which is our special meeting that week. I think it's a Monday. So
Thank you for that. And that would be another good time for us to talk about the fact that we had an ambulance service area advisory board meeting, and we have a significant issue before us, and that is that there are some issues with service delivery in the West Valley. And so we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be convening again at a special meeting coming up at the end of the month and looking at some of the plans with West Valley and Sheridan and Polk County and all the various possibilities. But when you talk about retention and recruitment, we know that one of the fire districts there has lost significant number of personnel. And in terms of that, it can be devastating to service areas. And also the tribe has been wonderful in picking up some of the pieces here. So that's what we have going on. And I also want to mention that tomorrow, the county is sponsoring, and I appreciate the fact that they have been willing to work with us on getting a training for our clinicians at Evergreen Museum. And what it is it's basically the cultural competence of dealing with issues with the community of veterans community, firearms community, dealing with mental health issues. So to get those two together has been kind of difficult, a training by gun owners to bridge that cultural gap with the mental health community. So we have our clinicians joining us, and hope to see you there. So that's coming up tomorrow. And I do believe we have an executive session, but if there's nothing else for the good of the order, we can go ahead and adjourn today's meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.